Just came back from Subway. I had a little situation that I talked about, but this is going to be a part two of me elaborating on what happened when I walked in.
So, I'm obviously the guy that went viral at Subway a couple years ago for doing all of the crazy stuff. And, for me, it's better that I got to accept it, to make it easy on myself. That's just something that I learned over time, because I've been fighting with myself with a lot of the choices that I made throughout the years. But it is what it is. I'm standing on it, literally. So, I walked in the Subway today. But before say that, all right, kind of get to, I believe it was like 2 months ago, where I had walked in the Subway and there was two employees, one that knew who I was and what I did, and one who didn't know who I was, but they knew about what I did at Subway. So the one that knew who I was making a sandwich. I came in there, I just ordered some cookies. So the person that was at the register that was ringing me out for the cookies, that was the employee that didn't know who I was. So I'm purchasing the cookies, and then the other employee is like, oh, that's the guy from Subway, the one that went viral, that did all the crazy stuff or whatever. Just so happens that that employee from Subway is one of my previous coworkers from a different Subway that I worked at. I worked at 3 different Subways, for the record. But yeah, so this person, I knew this person personally, but for whatever reason, they would just decided to gossip and say, oh, he's the guy from Subway, da-da-da, who did all that stuff. And then I remember hearing the other employee saying, oh, really? Like, she was kind of shocked. Like, she knew about the video, but she didn't know, like, she was standing right in front of the guy, which is me. So that was like about 2 months ago. I come in today and I finally see that other employee again, because I go to Subway often, and that specific Subway downtown, I go there, kind of often. So when I walk in there, the first person I see is her, and then she comes in there, and when she sees me, she just stops, and then she just looks at me. And then I didn't make too much eye contact with her because I kind of saw her before she saw me, so I knew this was gonna be like I didn't know what to expect, but I kind of knew what to expect. So, she was, as she is walking up to, like, she was like coming from like in like where the dishes, like the corner where, like, as she's coming to make the sandwich, right? She kind of slowly do it, like her body language is kind of saying, like, I can't believe this guy just walked in here, like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you wouldn't expect me to ever walk into a Subway again after what I did, which is understandable. I kind of stayed away from Subway for a long time within that first year. So, but her body language was very, like, she didn't really want to make my food, right? But obviously she has to anyways as an employee, or, she didn't say anything directly to me, but I do know that she knows about what I did. So she ends up making the sandwich, and then, like, towards the end, once I get my food, I kind of realized she kind of mellowed out a little bit, where it's like, okay, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, what he did is what he did. I mean, I'm pretty sure she probably, however she feels about it, how most people probably feel about it. But for me, like, this is my life. It's like I had to learn how to accept this more and more. Like, I knew what I was doing when I made my choices, like, doesn't mean I wanted to make the choices I made, but I knew exactly what I was doing. And I'm standing on that. I'm accepting it. My life does not feel like it's changed before that. After, like, it's just my reputation. I was always a loner. I never had friends. I was never really accepted by people. That's just my life from elementary school till now. Like, so I don't really feel like I lost anything. My reputation is, I do acknowledge that I lost a lot when it comes to reputation, but with everything I've been through in my life, and how I just don't care. And I still feel like I have more to gain than I have to lose. But again, I made poor choices. I still take responsibility for that. But I would argue, if I had to argue, that nobody really cares, keep in mind, after, and this is just me kind of like after I did what I did at Subway, I got a job at KFC, I got a job at Taco Bell, and I got a job at Burger King. And that's all after the viral videos. If people really cared, I don't think I would have ever got any of those jobs. But I'm still wrong for what I did. It is what it is. I'm accepting it for what it is. At this point, it just let me know who accepts me unconditionally, far as the people that I know personally, my friends and my family. It just kind of separated the people I felt like I need around me, or people that was never really for me. You know what I mean? Because the people that was never really for me, they're the ones that, completely separated themselves from me, or probably just talk crazy about me all day. So like, it is what it is for me. I just have to, well, I don't have to, because I am accepting it a lot more. I'm a lot more comfortable with it. I'm not as ashamed. I mean, when I watch the videos, I do cringe. I'm like, damn, I can't believe I did that. Like, but at the same time, I understand my circumstances. And it's not just this, it's me, you know what I'm saying? But overall, like, I did what I felt like I had to do for me. And I'm convinced 2 years later, I still did what made sense for me. And I'm accepting that. I don't care what anyone else feels about it. Yeah. Again, I got hired at Burger King, KFC, and Taco Bell after going viral at Subway. So I can't allow myself to care what people think, because I'll just be driving myself more crazy than I already am. Made bad choices. Doesn't mean if I could go back, I wouldn't make different choices or better choices. But I have my reasoning, and I'm standing on the choices that I made. And I know that nobody really cares. But it is what it is. So I'm just kind of expressing how I feel about it, because it's my life, and it is what it is.